Guys, the next 5 years is going to be the biggest game changer to determine the trajectory of your life. Listen, especially with how the world's moving now, there are countless of opportunities that is being created. And listen, there's going to be people that are wasting their time, you know, in their 20s, they need to enjoy life or go to travel and they need to like party and like figure things out later. Now these people are going to be 30s or in their 40s with a family and not being able to provide for them, leading themselves to have relationships and their families to have financial hardship, and in turn ruin their marriage. So my job is to make sure that you guys and myself don't fall under this category, because guys, the people that are watching this video is very money motivated, and that's the community that I want to create. Like, you don't want to be in the next 5 years that guy who's in their mid-30s, mid-40s and be like, how come everyone else has money and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, stuck in my 9 to 5, struggling? Like, while I'm not doing this to scare you guys or anything, I'm just telling you guys facts, because I am 28 now. I have lived my 20s near enough, and I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes as some of my friends. What you guys have to do is watch this full video, stay motivated so that you can take action and listen very carefully to everything I am about to say. Like, the clock is ticking, guys. As someone that's 28, I started trading 8 years ago, 9 years ago. So when I was 20, 21, I wasted a lot of time. You see people on the net now who's 18, 17, millionaires, okay? That's because they started at the right time and early, and they didn't procrastinate and tried to live life and figure it out. So if you're in your teens or in your 20s, pay attention, listen to everything I am about to say in this video. Let's get it. Lock in. Your 20s will feel like a long time. As someone coming to the end of their 20s, I'm 28, FYI, but these years are where you should be making the most impact. Everything is new: who you hang around with, how you handle your money, and what investments you should be making. All this will have a compound effect on what happens in the future. Now, if you learn skills such as day trading, swing trading, or even just putting your money in the market such as the S&P 500, you will have a much larger advantage if in your 20s you started doing this compared to if you are 30, because time is on your side. Listen, you have time for your network wealth to compound, because time in the market is the best educator. Listen, not a course, not university, not anything. You learn by doing. And that's coming from someone that has a private Discord group that's teaching, but I'm just someone that is there providing all the learning materials and guiding you to speed up your learning faster. Every year that you waste is a year that you can't get back. So trying to be an entrepreneur or a trader at 20 sounds much cooler than I'm trying to be a day trader at 35. Guys, that's just how the world works. So all your high risk maneuvers has to be done now. In your 20s, your income is built. When you are in your 30s, whatever you are earning is determined with what you did in your younger years. For example, right now, I'm day trading the market. I have a multiple 6-figure swing portfolio, pulling in some people's yearly salaries. But my aunties and uncles think I don't work, but I have multiple businesses. And guys, I'll be completely transparent with you. My main money comes from my swing portfolio, and my day trading is just day trading for extra money. So money that I can splash, you know, on holiday or anything else. But I also run an educational business that people can purchase and access my knowledge. So I know the connotations to the course selling industry. Why do I do this? Guys, I'm going to be transparent. It's simple. I make more money. So why wouldn't I monetize my skill if it makes me more money and can also help out the younger generation? Like, I'm 28. But this life didn't happen overnight. It was determined by years of graft that you guys don't see. So I've just started this YouTube channel maybe 6 months ago, but I've been trading since 2018. That's 8 to 9 years in the market. 3 of them being unprofitable, but obviously I didn't give up. I had to perfect my craft, and boys, I was in the trenches until this moment in time. But everyone is seeing my lifestyle now, but nobody saw my lifestyle when I was grafting. So nobody sees the graph until you're living that life. And that's a very, very cliche thing to say, but it's so true, because in my early 20s, it was education, mindset, and consistently learning until I bought my freedom back, which is why it's so important to start early. Because if I started at 30 and at 38, I'm a successful trader, you guys probably wouldn't even be clicking on this video. Like, who wants to be rich old? With the mindset that we all share in the doom scroll era, we have to be rich. We have to be rich old. But there's literally no ifs, there's no buts or no maybes, which is why you guys only have now to get rich. Don't be that guy that stays in the same job because they're scared of change. They think that they have time because you're young. Oh, I've got time to make mistakes. I've got time to do that. I've got time to do that. But trust me, as a 28-year-old, guys, 8 years has flashed by so quickly. Like, I still feel like I'm 18. Lucky for me, I took action. I knew exactly what I wanted to do from a very young age, and I didn't waste my years because I had 8 years of time in the market under my belt. However, there are loads of people, my friends included, that have wasted a lot of their time. They've wasted their potential because they went down the 9 to 5 route, the job route. You would have wasted. They were very good at school. They were very good at university, and they were like the people that did my homework. But they wasted 8 years fulfilling someone else's dream. We're both at the same age now, but because they've done absolutely nothing but get paid £2,000 a month or whatever the average wage is now, they did that because they were scared to invest in a skill. They were scared to take that risk. They were scared to start that side business or even make content, because content now, you can make more money than a 9 to 5. What I'm trying to say is the world is changing, and taking action is more important than ever. Like, while you are young, you have less stress, so you are able to focus all your time and energy into learning a new skill or starting that side hustle. When you are older, this goes completely out the window. Whether it's family commitments or other overheads tying you down, this next 10 years of your life is the most important. Our grandparents say, especially in the Asian community, stay safe at your 9 to 5. Go to uni and do these things, but they don't understand that we aren't living in that era anymore. I guarantee you in the next 5 to 10 years, your job is going to be replaced by AI. People maybe spend 10 years or 5 years studying to be an accountant, bro. That will be replaced soon. Companies want to cut costs as the economy is on a decline, and the first place they will be looking is you. You'll be 30, like, damn, god damn, I didn't learn a skill. What am I going to do to make money now? Like, you're going to be cooked. AI is going to take your job. But now we go on to the investment and wealth building part. Everybody knows this. It takes money to make money. In my friendship group, I'm obviously known as the trader guy, right? I had an old uni friend message me and say, like, yo, Jeff, I took your advice. Bearing in mind, he's 28 now. I've been banging on trading since I was 19 when I started. And because of what I was like at school, I was a dipshit, fair enough. They thought it was Delulu. But now they've seen my account, I get a bit more respect in those social settings. But anyway, he said he started to trade. He showed me his swing positions, which was £500. Like, at that point, I know you should start. Like, £500. Like, listen, I know you should start somewhere, but he's the same age as me. So I'm trading with 150,000. That's 300x more than what he's doing. And I'm not saying that just to say, look at me. But this is the difference between starting sooner and starting 8 years later. The difference is £149,500 different. But it's not his fault because that he's only playing with £500, because he doesn't have the confidence, because he's not made any money before trading. He doesn't have the skill. He used all his time working at a 9 to 5 for a big company, and maybe he saw me make a bit of money and learned that skill. So then he's like, oh, if that idiot can do it, maybe I'll try. And he started with £500, but that's the difference. That 8 years, I grew and made money, and I'm playing with £150,000 portfolio, and he's still scared that his portfolio has dipped 10% and he lost 50 quid. That's the difference. Like, like when he was working at a 9 to 5, I did my own thing and learned a high value skill. I paid for mentorship from someone that I wanted to become, and he over leveraged his income and just simply didn't have enough money. And since he's stuck in the hamster wheel in a 9 to 5, like, that's his life now. But all of this could have been avoided if he made the right choice while he was young. So if you guys take anything away from this video, while you're young, you have to take action. It's not going to be smooth. It's not an easy get rich quick scheme. It's not going to be an easy ride, but it's going to be hella worthwhile if you execute the plan that has been set out for you. You have to ignore what your peers say, ignore what your teacher says, and ignore, most importantly, what your family says, because they aren't living in the same world as us when they were 20. They may say, oh, you're working, then invest £100 or £200 a month. And guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. That's not going to be enough. If you want to chase financial freedom, that's not enough money to be making swing trades effectively. Like, if you know me, you've watched my videos before, you know that my aim normally is to pull about 10 to 20% off each swing trade that I make. Now, this may take months. It's not a get rich quick scheme. However, with 100,000, I'm pulling 20% in a few months. That's £20,000 profit. Nearly what people make in the UK selling their time, their whole time. But if you are only going to be doing that with 1,000, nice, well done, bro. You made about £200, so go buy yourself dinner. That's not enough. But you have to believe, you have to learn with a small amount. But once you have learned, that's your time to scale. Now, I'm not saying this as financial advice, obviously, but here's a tip. You don't scale with leveraged accounts, for example, day trading. That's one way ticket of losing. But swing trading, the strategy that we teach where you trade with your own money, no prop firms, this is how the rich do it. You scale with that strategy. Now, if you want to be mentored by me, my website is down below, join the waiting list, blah, blah, blah. But guys, everything has an opportunity cost. Not taking action now may have an opportunity cost for yourself 5 years later. You never know. All I'm saying is you have to take action, lock in. Your time is not unlimited. And if you made it to this very, very end, thank you guys for watching. Like the video as it helps me out a lot, and subscribe, guys. See you guys again soon. Peace.